Hello, welcome to the Real Internet Come Forth YouTube channel. My name is Antoinette Smith and I am your author. Remember to get your books, get your books, get your books, people. Remember that the Real Internet Come Forth book series is 9 volumes, 4 separate books. Each book comes with its own bookmark and a loyalty card. If you buy the first 3 books, I will give you the 4th book for free. The Behind the Scene book series is the sequel to the Real Internet Come Forth book series. And it's 5 separate books. You buy the first 4, I will give you the 5th book free. All of the books come with its own bookmark. So whether you buy them in paperback or digital version, I want you to have the bookmarks and the loyalty card. Let me know that you have purchased the book. Send me proof that you've purchased it and I will get your bookmarks and your loyalty cards to you. Okay? And remember about my new release, My Jesus Experience, Our Journey. It is on the market. You can get it in paperback, excuse me, in digital version, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Google, Apple iTunes, Walmart.com, Books A Million, Indigo, Tales, okay? It also comes with its own bookmark. Metallic paper, y'all. Send me proof that you have the books and I will send your bookmarks to you, okay? Thank you for your continuous support. Okay, so I have a couple of questions. So I think I want to do the questions first, and then we'll do our reading last. Okay, so the first question is coming from Georgia, and they said, how many books have you written? Hello, Georgia. I have written 16 books so far. And I'm working on number 17. The Real Internet Come Forth book series is 9 volumes, which is 9 books. And the sequel to it is the Behind the Scene book series is 5 books. So that's a total of 14. And then My Jesus Experience, this book right here, is number 15 for me. And then I have my 16th book will be out in a couple of months. And it is titled Life After the Loss of a Child. And I am currently writing my number 17 book, which I am co-authoring with my husband. And it is titled Our Journey to Oneness, How He Found Me. So that book will be out. I'm not going to release that until 2022 when I get ready to go back on tour. So thank you, Georgia. I pray that I have answered your question. Okay. The next question. The next question is coming from Connecticut. Yeah. Okay. It's coming from Connecticut. And they said, I've read your book, volume number 4, titled The Addict. I am also a recovering addict as well. How do you stay clean? And do you think about using drugs again? Okay, Connecticut. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your continuous support of my books. Yes, volume 4 is titled The Addict, Drug and Sex Addiction. Yes, I am a recovered addict. I've been clean for about 17 years now. How I got clean was I went through a series of different drug rehabs, inpatient, outpatient, and I learned from them, but I didn't really live it at the time that I was learning. But when I got to the place that I needed to make a change, I had to switch states. And I needed to get back to my children. So my children was my inspiration to get clean, to get sober. It was by the grace of God, because when I moved and switched locations, I didn't have access to drugs, neither did I have money. I relocated to a new state, which is Mississippi, and just made up my mind to start a whole new life. A lot of prayer, a lot of fasting, a lot of seeking God is how I got clean, how I stayed clean. A lot of prayer, a lot of people praying for me, even though that they're not knowing the type of issues that I was having. And do I ever think about going back to drugs? No, I don't think about going back to drugs. I did for a series of years. I did for a series of years. I'm still very mindful of the places that I go. I'm still very mindful of the people that I be around. Even when I go home to visit, which is Illinois, where I'm originally from, I'm still very mindful of the places that I go, the people that I be around. I don't try to be a superhero and sit around people that still socializing and using drugs, selling drugs, smoking drugs and stuff like that. I just try not to put myself in those types of situations. I had to do a whole complete turnaround. I basically stay by myself a whole lot. When you see me, I'm either by myself or with some children, because children, they, keep you focused on other things. So you have to find something to occupy your time. I work a lot. I just keep myself busy, so I don't give myself over to idle time. I always have something to do. And I think that's why I began to work so much a whole lot, because I did have to fill the void of not using drugs and not running out and doing this and doing that. So it just became a habit. It became a lifestyle. So I pray that I have answered your question. I pray you continue success in your sobriety and put it first. You have to want to be clean yourself and stay clean. Like I said, I did it for my children, but now I do it for myself because I deserve the best that I can get. I can deserve the best version of me that I can get to. So you have to do it for you. You have to do it for you. So that's how I stay clean. So thank you for your questions. Okay, so we are in a new book, people. This is the final book of the Real Internet Come Forth book series, y'all. This is volume 7, 8, and 9. This is the last book of this series, y'all. So I am going to do what I always do, is read all of the chapters to you. Okay, let me just get to it. So chapter 7 is titled The Making and Molding of Me, and this is the cover of the book, The Making and the Molding of Me. Chapter 7, volume number 7, excuse me. And the chapters read as follows. Wrapping up, number 1. Chapter 2, Life Out of Control. Chapter 3, All Hell Breaks Loose. Chapter 4, Pearls of Wisdom. Chapter 5, The Devil Thought He Had Me. Chapter 6, I Surrender All. Chapter 7, But Jesus Came and Grabbed Me. Chapter 8, Preparing for Transition. Chapter 9, Loyalty Gone Too Far. Chapter 10, Spirit of Pride Broken. Chapter 11, The Making and Molding of Me. Chapter 12, Lessons Taught by the Holy Spirit. Chapter 13, I Thought I Was Ready. Chapter 14, The Hurt of Ministry, I'm Done. Chapter 15 is Halted. All right, 15 chapters in volume number 7, y'all. Okay, so we are going to read from Life Out of Control. And this is January through October of 2009. Okay. My husband decides to stay in Mississippi to care for the children. This decision has put a damper on my lifestyle. Now, I have had to readjust to him being here. I'm not sure if he would stay or go. He has never stayed down here longer than 6 months straight. And he was so full of hell the entire time. One thing is for sure. I will only be home 2 weeks out of the month. He will have no choice but to care for the children. I don't feel that he has a problem caring for them, but he prefers to be in Illinois so he can so he can have his cake and eat it too. He mostly always cares for the children as I worked outside the home, but he was able to use his heroin and visit his family daily. Here in Mississippi, he can't do either. But he is making friends, though, looking for a job, he claims. I invited my homeboys over to meet him. 2, he knew them, and the other two were new. He already knew my three girlfriends, my three friend girls as well. My husband and two of my homeboys hung out on the porch, drank a few beers, and talked. I was happy because they was here with me, but I know my husband. After they leave, I will hear how he really feels, and the gathering lasted 3 hours. Then they planned to get together at the pool hall the next time I was home, and they all left. After they left, I said to my husband, "They cool, aren't they?" He was like, "What kind of question is that?" I said, "And what kind of question is that?" I said, "A kind that I asked you." And then my friend girl drove up. She was off work. She got out the car and came to the porch and said, "What's up, chick?" Hey to my husband. We both spoke, and I continued to ask him what he thought of my friends. He said, "You gotta introduce me to some niggas you F." I said, "I'm not effing them. They are my friends." He began to say, "I don't want them niggas back over here." And when I got hot, that's when I got hot. I said, "Them niggas came over here whenever they can come over here whenever they want. Them days of you running off my company is dead. And them niggas that you don't like were the ones that took care of me and your children when I damn near had a nervous breakdown from you leaving us. Them niggas was the ones that spent time with our children and let them know that they were loved, and some men still care about them and their mom. Them niggas are the ones who nursed me back to health from depression and weight loss of 70 pounds in 4 months. So you can go to hell or back to Illinois as far as I'm concerned." Because I knew they will be there when you're gone. And I walked inside to get me a drink. He done pissed me off. So my girlfriend told him and almost died when you left. She stopped eating, sleeping, and just work. She worked 3 jobs. She worked 3 jobs and she wouldn't eat. She lost a lot of weight. We just got her back to eating right. Just excuse me, I got get some water. Okay, we just got her back to eating right. We take turns eating lunch with her. She cooks for the children and us, but she just didn't have an appetite. And the children, oh my God, they took it hard, especially your son. And was almost arrested because he wouldn't stay in school. I mean, we all helped her. Don't be like that. They really are her friends. I told her, "You don't have to convince him." "You don't have to convince them. Y'all are my friends. Like I said, y'all will be here when he gone again. Talking about them niggas. They are with their damn children. Whether they cheat on their wives or girlfriends, they're going home every night. Unlike you. You leave your family like we aren't anything and lie about it. Then when you play out with your girlfriend or your hooker, you want to come back and for us to feel sorry for you. But never again. I mean never. Like I told you, you can either stay here in my house and keep the children or take them back to Illinois with you." He sat there like he was so shocked. I really had hatred for this man that I couldn't shake off. I don't know if I would ever forgive him for walking out on us. Now another child of mine has left home because of him. Wait a minute. Third child 3 receives his set of wheels. Okay, so I'm going to end the chapter right there. So you would have to get the book and finish to see what happened. Did he stay and keep the children? Or did he take them back to Illinois? So remember, until we meet again, God gets the glory and I tell the story. Goodbye.